Well, hey guys, welcome back. It's been a hot minute, and it is Saturday after Thanksgiving, and we're going to catch up a little bit because this past week has been quite hectic and I have not been able to film anything. So let's do that whole thing and let's catch up. So it is Saturday after Thanksgiving. I have been trying really hard to stay on track as best I can. If you saw my last video, you saw where I went completely off the rails for the last couple of weeks, adjusting to the new job and all of that chaos surrounding that whole thing. But now I have been back on track. Everything's been going great. I did go off plan for Thanksgiving and for Friday, for yesterday, a smidge. Not going to say totally off the rails, but I did have non-keto foods at my Thanksgiving dinner. Most of what I had was low carb, but I did have a couple of my mother-in-law's homemade cheese biscuits. And I did have a little bit of my sweet potato souffle that I make, which is not by any stretch low carb. And I had some leftovers yesterday. I don't feel bad about it. Moving on. Ain't no thing. So today is Saturday. Back on track. So far today I have only had a bulletproof coffee, just coffee with some coconut oil, a little bit of butter, a little bit of half and half. That's where we have been so far today, and I'm going to bring you guys along today for what I'm having later in the afternoon, but figured I would kind of catch up and just let y'all know how things have been going. So for today, I think I do feel a little inflamed just from having, especially from having flour in those biscuits. So like my joints are a little creaky and achy and tight. But otherwise I feel okay. I woke up this morning, jumped on the scale. I am up a couple of pounds, which is probably inflammation, but I was 171 pounds even this morning. Today, while I am going to share it with you, the foods that I'm going to have are definitely going to be keto, but I'm going to call today a low carb day as opposed to a keto day. We have a big celebration today. It is my father-in-law's birthday. It's big number 74, and we're doing an oyster roast for his birthday, which is kind of my favorite thing. So I'm really excited for oysters. Angie, my sister-in-law, who you guys have met, she is actually making a keto chili for the party as well. So our choices for food are going to be the keto chili and the oysters, which will have cocktail sauce and everything with that. I plan on just having oysters. I might have a little bit of the chili, but oysters are my jam, especially this time of year. Is like my favorite thing. Not sure where you fall on oysters. I would love to know if you are pro oyster or not pro oyster. We get local oysters here, so anytime that we do our oyster roast, they are sourced locally and they are super tasty. We roast them and have them very like slimy and boogery and cold. They are not well done, well cooked oysters. I went the majority of my life not enjoying oysters until I was an adult. I was like 30 maybe when I first started really liking oysters and getting into shucking oysters and enjoying them, which is crazy because it is kind of a local delicacy. The reason I am calling it a low carb day is because I am planning on having 2 beers with my oysters, and the beer that I'm having is it's a craft beer. It's Anderson Valley Barney Flats Oatmeal Stout. So it's got a handful more carbs than a light beer would, and it is something that traditionally anytime we do an oyster roast each year, I will have Barney Flats Oatmeal Stout with me because it is this creamy, delicate, really wonderful, like a little hint of dark chocolate. It's so tasty, but it goes so well with the brininess of the oysters that I'm planning. I'll definitely have one. I may have 2. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But because I have the carbs from having a craft beer or two. I'm going to consider this a low carb day as opposed to a keto day. We also have this new kitty that wandered up a couple of days ago. I actually have a friend coming over to scan it for a microchip. I think it's a boy, but I can't really tell. But it is quite skinny and scabby, and clearly very, very, very affectionate and friendly. So this kitty wandered. Yes, it's got to belong to somebody. With how lovable it is. And we have a chainsaw.
I left the downstairs door, so
just in case.
Yeah.
Yes, it keeps trying to get in despite hearing all the dogs.
Hi. Hello.
And it's like absurdly lovable. Aren't you absurdly lovable? Yes. So, hopefully we'll find his people.
If he has any.
If it has people, hopefully no one abandoned this kitty. Yes, I know. Yeah.
The cat loves you.
It does. It loves me. Hi. You're beautiful, you know. With your pretty green eyes.
Like mine.
So, I'll keep everybody posted on Kitty. Look at it. His eyes so pretty.
I feel like we should just give him a name.
So pretty. If it's a girl, this is Professor McGonagall. I already decided. If it's a girl.
Professor McGonagall.
But if it's a boy, I need something. I don't know. A name for some super handsome green-eyed man. We'll see. A little bit of the eggs, since we're snacking on the eggs before the oysters. Those are totally keto.
Yes, they are.
How are they, Angela?
They're delicious.
Delicious. Yes. Ooh, I should get a little shot of your chili. Keto chili. Meaty chili. What all is in it, ma'am?
That is ground beef,
Ground beef.
canned diced tomatoes,
Diced tomatoes.
a little bit of tomato paste,
Tomato paste.
mushrooms,
Which I put in mine too.
Yep.
Yep, mushrooms.
and then just chili powder, garlic powder, onion
Yummy.
powder, cayenne pepper, a little bit of salt.
Awesome sauce.
I would have put zucchini in it normally because we replaced the beans with zucchini and mushrooms. However, I overfilled it with meat because, you know, meat's most important. So there was no room for the zucchini, so it just got mushrooms this time. So we're going to call that meat soup with a side of chili.
Awesome. I'm a fan. I think it'll be good.
I think it'll be good.
When do you want to sit and go over your measurements and a follow-up of BBBE?
Whenever you want to.
Do you want to do it today?
With all these people here?
We can, like, go up to your office.
No. You can sit on the couch by the Christmas tree.
The Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good.
We can do that.